I talk to schools Monday through Friday, 3 schools to 6 schools a day, and I have never been more nervous than I was today because it's in front of peers and people that I know, and not only my dad is here as a teacher, but a lot of teachers that influenced me growing up. So coming around has been full circle for me, but not only have I been excited to give this speech to students who were in my shoes a couple of years ago, but I think it's really been impactful on myself to see that things are still continuing the way that they were when I was here, and that students are still involved in leadership and still trying to be successful and driven, and that's really big motivation to me that that's still going on. I moved around, I think, about 9 times before I graduated from high school. So when I moved to Independence, I was just here starting out as a freshman, brand new kid, and I came to a school that was not only so welcoming, but a school that really helped me drive myself to success. And I had the resources I needed, the teachers I needed, and especially the influence that I needed. So for me to be able to come back to these students and say, you have the tools here, use them, form the habits at a young age, it will really catapult you into that desired career choice. That's an awesome feeling for me, that I am able to really not only be a living example of how you can use these resources at Truman, but to be an example to them and to continue to be an influence on them as well. I have always said this, it is so much better to fall in front of those who love you and stand tall in front of many, many others. And so with my parents, I got to stumble, I got to struggle, I got to fall, and I got to fail. And with their support and their love and guidance, I was able to turn those failures into opportunities for success. Truman High School was the first place that I was ever forced to get out of my comfort zone. Angie Zerillo, who was my leadership teacher, was the first person ever to make me take the microphone, run to the middle of the auditorium in front of the entire student body, and speak on my own. And I remember telling her, I'm so nervous, I don't think I can do this, and she said, you can do it, go do it. And I did, and I messed up a little bit, but hey, it's the first time I ever had exposure to being out of my comfort zone. So Truman High School pushed me out of my comfort zone. And then second of all, it gave me the tools to be able to figure out what I wanted to do. Truman High School offered me numerous clubs to be a part of. I travel all over Tennessee and I see numerous high schools and middle schools and elementary schools that do not have those clubs that are offered here. So if you don't fall into one of the categories, then you fall through the cracks because you're not going to fit into just one thing that's offered. Not everybody will always fit into that. So Truman gave me an outlet to be a part of music, leadership, student council, honor society, sports. I got to be well-rounded. And then I think the third thing was the teachers here. I have never met teachers like I have at Truman who took the time to stay after school with me, took the time to come way early before school with me and work with me on my grades, and then took the time to invest in my future. They took the time to write these extreme reference letter pages so that I could go to my dream college, and they took the time to make the calls in order for me to physically go and meet with these colleges. So I've never met any teacher or many teachers who have done that for me like they have here at Truman.